Hey Turtle Club, good morning to you. It is Monday. It is the first Pocket Monster Monday in what feels like almost a month of Mondays. I am Mag Synchro with CTG Studios, and we are currently streaming on our Convertible Turtle Gaming channel. And we are equipped with some knowledge. We weren't told anything other than we need to go to Route 128. So, I don't know entirely where that is. So, before we go left or right or anywhere else, let's go to the PokeNav and kind of look for Route 128. Apparently, Route 128 is where everything happens, and we have to do something there before we can get into the plot in Sootopolis City. So, 124, 125... 127, 128. Okay, so that's Evergrande. So 128. Wow, so it's like this little strip right there? Interesting. Well, where's 129 at? Pokemon routes usually make sense. So... Oh wow, so like 129 is just like this little bit there. Okay, so somewhere in this little like strip is where we need to go. So I don't know if those little town maps were actually in Ruby and Sapphire. That's kind of neat. Like, I feel like they might have been, but I don't remember. Might have to get my Ruby or Sapphire out and take a look. Alright, so we can't fly to Evergrande, I would think. Because Evergrande's where the Elite Four is in this game. And anytime you have an Elite Four situation, yep, it's darkened. So I guess we just go to Moss Deep and we'll just surf south from there and see what we get. Now, for those that might be curious, we have our Vigoroth at 42, and we have our Shroomish at 40. So our Shroomish, we need like 14 more levels. Vigoroth, we only need 7. Daycare centers are working out pretty good when I've been able to pick up the Game Boy and run for a little bit. So that's a plus in my head. And we got 4 rare candy. And rare candy, so interesting thing about rare candy, since it's up in a conversation point at the moment. So rare candy had this really weird thing in Generation 1. So back when no one knew what anything was in Pokemon, there was an interesting thing that people were discovering. And that is, if you and I, or me and anybody else, had 2 Pokemon, like I had a Pikachu and you had a Pikachu, and you spent the time to level it, and got your Pikachu all the way up to the max level, level 100 Pikachu. It was a gargantuan thing. Just evil. 129, 128, 128. So this is 128, this is 129. So 128 is where we're told that we need to go. Evergrande City is still a long ways away. Alright. So if you spent all the time leveling your Pikachu up to level 100, and I spent all my time getting rare candy, and then leveled my Pikachu that way to level 100, your Pikachu would actually be better than mine. And it was the weirdest thing, because level 100 is level 100, people thought, right? So the thought process was, if you leveled your Pikachu with rare candy, then it made it weaker. Not that it didn't get as strong, but it actually reduced... Triathlete Isaiah, alright. Maybe we dive here somewhere. Using our... Oh. Okay. Okay. Well... So I guess we... How does this work at this point? That's where we hit B. Well, C4 cavern. Well, hot fudge. We found ourselves in some place that we didn't remember from forever ago. Okay. So what actually was going on though was it wasn't that my Pikachu was getting weaker. It's that they had this thing in the game called effort values. And effort values would be awarded to your Pokemon anytime your Pokemon was involved in a fight where a Pokemon was defeated. So like, here's my Manectric. It's fighting this particular Zubat. And the Zubat will give me a little bit of experience. Actually, it'll give me a lot of annoyance right now with Confuse Ray. I don't even think we stay for this fight. We lose too much hit points after being confused, possibly. But when you defeat a Pokemon, you actually gain... Oh, we don't have a Pokemon with Rock Smash? Okay. Vigoroth knows Rock Smash. Or Vigoroth can learn Rock Smash. Oh. Ugh. Alright. Well, I don't like the idea of losing counter for Rock Smash, but in the grand scheme of things, actually, I would much rather... I thought you knew Strength, Vigo. I like counter, but Rock Smash was just going to have to replace... because the other moves are just way too useful. But yeah, so about effort values, you would get effort. You would get points for putting forth the effort to take on something. And so, if your Pikachu was leveled up to 100, and that's still... I know I had a Pokemon that knew these moves. We'll have Manectric. We'll have Manectric learn Strength instead of Roar. But yeah, so your Pikachu would actually get a little bit by little bit. It would gain stats, and it wasn't like, oh, I got a point for attack for beating this Pokemon. No, it was more like I got a point for my attack score for beating these several hundred Pokemon. And it was really kind of hard, especially during the Generation 1 days, in the dark ages of the internet, right? It would have been very difficult to kind of track all that down. And as time moved on, in Generation 2 especially, people really were able to figure it out, and the internet had pretty much blew up at that point. So Rare Candy got this really negative connotation. People really weren't wanting to raise Pokemon with Rare Candy. And it's kind of funny looking into Pokemon today, right? I'm not sure how Arceus really plays on the candy parts, but I know like Pokemon Go uses Pokemon Candy for, well, everything. Pokemon Sword and Shield just hands it out like it's, well, candy. Not only that, but in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they don't just have rare candy, they have like all sorts of candy. Like, if there was a dentist in Pokemon, they would set up shop over in the Galar region because, oh my gosh, there's like all these pastry shops, all these sweet shops, coffee places, cafes, and just seriously, you go to trees, you shake it, you get berries, you go and fight a gigantic oversized Pokemon, and lo and behold, that oversized Pokemon happens to have a candy situation running out of it. And so that's, it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Losing makes me sore. Aw. Well, that's unfortunate. This person thinks losing makes them sore. What happened, moderator? Oh, okay. So, another one of those puzzle things. Boom, 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 boom. You know, I'm willing to bet there's just a whole lot of Zubat here. And we're kind of here for the plot. To get in, get out, right? I think this is a good usage for a repel. So, we want to shove this down for strength. I gotta admit, I actually kind of giggle a little bit if you think about a Manectric, right? It's this very canine-esque kind of Pokemon. Fox-like almost, but electrical, right? And the idea of Manectric being this, like, strongman in a circus. Like, he has to, like, headbutt these things, possibly. You know, it's got to be something along those lines. Alright. So we want to come here. Push those boulders out that way. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, it looks like the spammers are here today. Interesting. Ooh. We've got a little puzzle here. Oh, that's funny. It just kicked me right back. Alright. So, if I go here and then go up. Interesting. Alright, so another full of lots of puzzles here. A lot less combat than I figured we'd have. Which, so, not really a complaint, I guess, but more like an observation of older Pokemon games. Is that these older Pokemon games have like this weird situation where it's less about like the complexity of the level design or the navigation and more about just fighting through everything. It's a Sharpedo. It's a grilled Sharpedo. Not too bad. Level 41 Shroomish. We still got 13 levels to go. Will we change Pokemon? Yes, we will. Wish that Shroomish has leveled up more. Alright. I think Swampert would be able to pretty much just physically just rough this thing up. Alright, and take down. Should do quite enough damage. Of course, then again, the Intimidate is kind of the problem we run into with that. Is with the Intimidate, we're not going to really be able to do as much physical damage as we'd like. So I guess we're going to go through here with Surf at this point, and just let Surf go. We'll see, Alright, there we go. Alright, so Shroomish is going to try to evolve, so we're going to have to actually cancel this evolution. Just mash on the actual B button. Shroomish stopped evolving! Because we got some really good experience points from all these, we're just going to go ahead and fight this one too. Oh. It's the mighty Ina. Well, I guess we'll see what Spark or Thunderbolt does to this guy. I want to save some of these Thunderbolts for when we actually fight the boss. Really? Yes, we will change. Back to Manectric. Golbat's a pretty fast Pokemon, and not the worst kind of flying type. A Crobat is definitely a problem that we can run into, and it's one of the reasons like we want to make sure we save like 6 Thunderbolts. So we're running low. We have far less Thunderbolts than what we'd like to have for the rest of this dungeon. But since we got to some more flunkies, I think since we got to some more of the minions here, that we're going to be able to go through here and be possibly to the boss after, oh, some more puzzles. Alright. So, we do that. We do that, we get stuck. We do that, we do that. This might be our way to go about it. Come on, Manectric. Put your nose into it, buddy. Huh. Oh, this is it. Right here. Right here. This. This. That. I get us there. Ooh, all smoky and whatnot. That's never ominous. Earthquake. Alright. Pardon me. One moment. We absolutely know who wants to know Earthquake. Oh, Swampert! Yes. Swampert, you're gonna go ahead and forget about Shot. And you're gonna learn Earthquake. That's like the first no-brainer move we've had in this whole entire stream series, I think. Hey, Colin, how's it going? We're about to go ruin somebody's day in Pokemon. Their plans for world conquest and global domination are about to be just not good at all. Hold it right there. It's Archie! Somewhere he has his best friend Jughead and their friends Betty and Veronica. I love the boss music for these fights. Because they're just really well done. You know, it's going pretty good for me. I would have to say that, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're doing like a good solid 7.5. I try not to use 7. 7 is just way too generic, right? 7 is like, it's not really going bad. It's not really going good. But today, you know, definitely one of those days that has gone exceptionally well. Alright, so that was abysmal. We have no need to really use quick attack. Alright, we're going to trade out to Vigoroth. Get some of that really good experience bonus that we've been wanting. Oh, that was lucky too. You just rock smashed the hyena all the way out. Oh, we even got the defense drop. That's great. That's 1 level defense drop. But yeah, it's been going pretty good. Work was pretty busy. It was a little, I wouldn't say exhausting, but it was definitely one of the more direct nights. And it's actually rather cold in the Georgia area that we live in right now. It's right outside my window, like 35 degrees out. Which, if I was in a better insulated room, it wouldn't be so bad. But that's something that we are working on getting fixed after we get a few other things fixed. Princessa! Hey! Yeah, I'm doing good. Glad to see ya. Alright, rock smash to the hyena out. Boom, 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 boom. About to use Crobat. See, this is what we save these lightning bolts for. This is what Thunderbolt was saved for, is Crobat. Because Crobat, Manectric's pretty fast. I will say this. One of the great things about Manectric is they are fast. There's a good strong chance that Crobat's faster though. And by good strong chance, I mean pretty much guaranteed. Alright, so we had a shot, and that shot's pretty much gone away. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this Crobat's so well built. The Air Cutter, not so much. But the combination of like Confuse Ray and Bite is just brutal, especially when you're faster. But right there. Okay, we're gonna use Thunder Wave because Archie's gonna potion here. Yeah, awesome. You've been lurking for a while. Hey, nothing wrong with being part of the Lurk Squad. Lurk Squad's amazing. You all do some work. You all do some work. Sharpedo. We will not be switching out for the Sharpedo. But this might hurt, because I think... Oh, wait. We switched out between the scary faces, so I think we should be fine. Super effective Oko. One hit KO. With this red orb, I can make Kyogre. Well, what you can do is you can make Kyogre really, really angry. It's raining. It's raining too hard. Should be able to control him. Should be able to control him is the operative words, but everybody out. Did I make a horrible mistake? Yes, you made a really horrible mistake. Well, there's Steven. Coming in here with plot lines. Well, Steven, if you're going to Sutopolis, and you're the guy with the plot behind you, I think we should go to Sutopolis too. But first, let's not be crazy. We don't know what we're about to run into in Sutopolis, so I'm just saying that what we want to do here is little circles, come in here, heal up our Pokemon. Bum, 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 bum. And then we're going to go over here to the store. Welcome to P-Mart, where we can get all your Poke Goods. Alright, we have 29 Hyper Potions. I think we're good with those. So I don't think we have a need for anything else to be purchased here. Well, let's buy up a couple of, hey, Slacky Moo! Let's buy some, that's not me, that's me doing bad math. We want to go up to, oh, that's way too expensive. Let's just go to a nice even 10. Alright. So we definitely want to save, because you never know what's going to be happening here. Oh no, Princessa. Sorry to hear that. Having your home entered like that is just never fun. I've unfortunately gotten to experience that a couple times in my life, and my heart goes out to you and your husband, because that's I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, all these people here. Yeah, they're oh, this is cool. This is cool. Groudon seems greatly outmatched at this point. I mean, there is way more water than land. Way more water than land. Hi. Oh, that's... I hope your company's nicer than mine about that. Like, the company I work for, they're a great company in general. I've worked with them for almost 20 years. But if you have company property taken, they withdraw it from your check, which is definitely no bueno. Guess we should go talk to Steven, see what Steven thinks. Hey Steven, what's your ideas? Alright, come with me. Alright, I'll follow you. Where are you taking me? Yeah, it's a little much. It's a little much. I would say darn it a little bit too. Um, it it uh it it makes sense to a point. Like, if you think like a less scrupulous person and you wanted a laptop, you could simply tell your company that it was stolen, and then the laptop just magically reappears 2 or 3 weeks in the future. The Cave of Origin. I don't know what's in this cave, but we're... Well, there's red crystals on the right, and there's blue crystals on the left, and then there is Wallace. Wallace is a trip. Oh. Sky Pillar. Someone told us it was Sky Pillar. Well, Wallace, take me with you, buddy. If you're gonna just teleport like that. We knew it couldn't be Mount Pyre because we've already been to Mount Pyre. We're inside the Cave of Origin. Ah, there's Pokemon to fight here. Are they big or are they little? They're medium-sized. I wouldn't quite call them popcorn chicken size, but they're not definitely chicken tenders either. Yeah. So what's interesting in my head about this particular game... Talk to Steven. I've never been there. I wonder where it could be. Well... Not summary. Fly. Because that is Mount Sutopolis, if I remember right. I want to say Sky Pillar is somewhere along this water route. Or along this water route. I'm pretty sure it's not here. I know there's a shipwreck. And I think Shoal Cove, which is the Tide Cave, is there. I think the shipwreck's here, so I think Sky Pillar is this way. So let's go over to Pacific Lockdown. Flound Swablu over there. Yes, we're going to surf. And we're going to surf and seek out the Sky Pillar. And hope we're guessing right, because it has been a very, very long time since we have dealt any kind of navigation in this game. Well, I don't think this is the sky pillar. Oh! I seriously didn't believe this is where we needed to be, but lo and behold, wow. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realize I'd left you behind. It's an earthquake. We gotta hurry. This isn't good. I like to point out that, like, all the other Pokemon people that leave, that go somewhere far, far away, they, you know, they fly. Alright, that's a Claydol. This is not going to be Manectric's good day, so we're going to run. And now we will politely switch out to Swampert. And move Swampert here. Sky Pillar. Alright, let's go over here. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, Gobat. I think we just surf this thing out. So, like, the really, really, really crazy part of me thinks we could try to tame Rayquaza the good old-fashioned way. And the slightly, like, not so crazy way thinks we just go about trying to tame it the Master Ball way. And the problem with that is, so this game has like 9, 10? Doing math in my head. Yeah, like 10 Pokemon that all are fairly Master Ball worthy. So, like, we're going to start off with Manectric so we can Thunderbolt it. And we're going to see what we can do. Alright, here's our first legendary. Well, mythic. I think they're mythical Pokemon when there's one of in the game and not necessarily legendary. Okay. Alright. Well, be that way, Rayquaza. Be all sorts of just rude and run off. Oh, Princessa. That's the worst. The second time I was robbed, they went through like all my DVDs and all my music, and they didn't take all of it, and that's just the worst. Like, here comes Rayquaza. Little trinity there of the red, green, and blue. Like it was a high-definition component cable. tell him Groud and Kyogre go back. It just doesn't feel good. I mean, it's like, who are you to be like? It's one thing to, like, you know, rob you, but it's another to, like, have someone say, well, your taste in stuff is bad. And I think the real kicker for me and my roommate at the time was they changed our radio stations in our apartment. Like, my clock radio and my roommate's clock radio were both set to the same local station, and it was not a station either of us recognized. Please accept this. HMO 07. Waterfall. Yeah, it was really strange. The other, like, the further insult to injury is we eventually discovered who had robbed us, actually. It happened after we just moved to Oklahoma City. Yes, Milotic is going to learn this. And having just moved to Oklahoma City, we had you know, gotten to the new apartment, and, you know, when you move into a new place, especially if it's a rental property, if things don't work, if they're broke, you put a work order in with your maintenance team. Like, we'd moved in, and there was like a slow drip in the master bathroom, in the shower tub, and there was also, on top of that, the disposal wasn't properly working. And then further beyond that, let's go ahead and get our wonderful, wonderful bouncing Manectric up front. He's still up front, good. Further beyond that, was it was just, you know, stuff like that, you know, things that just weren't just, you know, weren't working. My roommate's room, the other room, basically, oh my god, I gotta do thinkings. Okay, so and so basically in every part of our new apartment we were moving into, something wasn't adequate. And so what happened is we put in a work order for maintenance to come in and fix those things. And what this really done is it gave our maintenance team, Juan is just, he is very flamboyant. Oh my gosh. Alright. As the maintenance team got to go through our whole entire apartment. They got to walk through it all. And they, you know, they came in, they basically got to case our apartment while we were there, and we thought none of the wiser of it. I mean, this is a ground water Pokemon. Oh, Shroomish, what do you know, buddy? You know Stun Spore and Leech Seed and Poison Powder. You are quite not yet a big boy yet. Alright, Milotic, what do you know? You know Ice Beam. We're gonna pull you out. And so, about a month later is when we got robbed, after we had moved in. And so, what was really bad is, at that point, Maintenance knew who we were. We knew who maintenance was. We're going to freeze this ground solid. We're going to be very sad about their earthquake attack. We're going to go to Swablu, because, yes, that's definitely a thing we're going to do at this point. Because forget about earthquake. No bueno. Sing. Oh my gosh. We never needed the Sing to hit as hard as it does right now. Because Rain Dance is a sure way to get thundered and thunderbolted. Alright. So we should be able to do a pack. And then another pack. And then a fly. It should sleep through this. Now we should be able to fly. And then it most likely will wake up this next turn. Oh. Whoa. Flag on the play. The rain stopped, though. Alright. Water Pulse. Water Pulse is not a horrible move for us to be hit by until that happens. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. This is not good. So, Rain Dance, Earthquake, Water Pulse. Shroomish might be able to take these hits after all. Alright. Stun Spore first. The maintenance people did it. Yeah, the maintenance people did it. So, not only that, but the maintenance people, you know, they knew our pattern so well that they knew that on the weekend, which is when we were robbed, that I and my roommate worked a back-to-back shift. We both worked at the same company, and we were sharing my vehicle to get back and forth places. And so that kind of, you know, that kind of caused a little bit of an issue as it was. We can headbutt at this point and starts trying to flinch this guy. I don't think we will totally lose out to this. I do think Whiscash gets potioned at this point. Yep. Yeah, so the maintenance people did it. And since they knew our routine, and they were so with our routine, they knew that since he and I were going to work 16 hours straight, they knew that they would have, basically from the moment that we got in the vehicle and took off, to do what they were going to do for roughly 16 hours. And so they had a whole entire, like, probably 12, maybe 14 hours of time in our apartment, and they were maintenance. No one would have suspected anything. They would just thought, oh, the stuff in Mag's roommate's place, oh, this is going to hurt a little. Alright, and Leech Seed. Just think, when we get Sky Uppercut on this, it's going to be amazing. So yeah, it was brutal. I mean, they had enough time to Celia's Water Ice. So we're gonna light it up. Yeah, so they had plenty of time. I mean, plenty of time. And this is something that, with the way the apartment was picked over, and with the way that they had time, I mean, you know how you put like CDs and DVDs and that kind of thing on the shelf, right? And when you take one off to listen to it, there's like a gap that's just sitting there. Like on a book on a bookshelf, right? You take the book off and there's like a hole where that book used to be. And that's just the way it is. Ooh, bite. Is there a move that we want to teach you instead of bite? Not really. It's a physical attack, so... yes. So they had plenty of time, and the officers picked up on that. And because they picked up on that, the thought process, the theory that the officer had was they switched the radio stations to listen to music while they went through our apartment. And that's why the radio stations were changed. Which really, really just was unfortunate. Funny story, that's actually when I was playing Pokemon Emerald last. Was before that robbery occurred. I actually haven't picked this game up and played it since. And I realized I had never beaten the game. I had got nicely through it, but hadn't completed it, which is rather frustrating when you consider it, right? Alright, here we go. Oh, that's sneaky, sneaky. Chesto Berry usage. Gotta love that setup from this generation. Oh, that really hurt. Who do we have that can stand toe-to-toe with this guy? Should you get Breath of the Wild again? Well, that's a real interesting question. I don't know. I wish I had a... So, I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. I really immensely enjoyed it. I thought it was a great game. I loved streaming it. But with me, a lot of the game, when I'm sitting down to enjoy it by myself, especially, and when streaming to a most part, there is... The storyline is important to me, like experiencing all that, going through everything, and you've had the experience. You've enjoyed the game. Oh, I think we can survive an ice beam. I think we can survive another ice beam. Oh, this is gonna be so iffy though. Oh. So we're gonna do this little crazy dance here where we take an ice beam to the face, and then we thunderbolt him, and then we take another ice beam to the face, and we potion. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, guess what? You have no Chesto Berry this time. Ha. We're gonna get some freebies on this now. So, that's a really hard question, because, so, I will say this. I really immensely enjoyed Breath of the Wild, and I still own my copy. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of the game that helped catapult this channel to where it's at today. That's going to hold a special place in my heart for a very, very, very long time. Oh, what the what? Okay. Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're just going to quick attack this guy until he wakes up. And then if he's that way he won't be in the rest mood anymore. But I will say this, it's largely for me the fact that it was such an amazing game for us as a community that it sticks here. Putting him to paralyze, I think, will prevent him from cheesing us again with rest. Oh! Okay. Alright, so now things are getting real. Who can take the hit long enough? Vigoroth's got 129 hit points and no stab weakness, so... Bag. Let's go dig around here for our revives. But all that said, I have to say that it's that particular copy, right? It's that save game and all that. So if our copy were to be stolen or fail for a reason or another, I don't believe I would be purchasing, personally, I don't think I would be purchasing a replacement copy of Breath of the Wild. If someone were to gift one to me, if that happened, I might consider that type, situation like that, right? But I don't think I would go seek it out myself. We full cleared it on normal. We 3-heart challenged it on hard mode. We did so many weird, funky, creative stuff with the game. This is going to be brutal because, but it really depends on your kind of likes and dislikes, though. To be totally honest, because I personally don't like to replay games like that. That's just me. Like Skyrim, for instance. Digrat has played Skyrim on like 5 different save files. And I've played it on like 2. And the only reason why I've played 2 save files for Skyrim is... Wow. We might get evaded out this whole way. Do we have any ether? I mean, we have a max ether. Okay, we have an elixir. I don't want to use this elixir and just get smacked, but we really got to be able to fight this thing. So, it's a great game. I guess a better question, Princessa, for your better answer would be a question of, have you beaten the game, number 1? And if you've beaten the game, how many times have you played through the game? All these misses. All these misses. Because if you're the type that likes to play the game over and over again and keep replaying it, then a repurchase of the game wouldn't be a bad thing. But, you also have to ask yourself if there's other games you've been looking at playing, possibly. Like, maybe instead of Breath of the Wild, you get Legends of Arceus. And both games are going to be very close. Do we have any smaller potions right now? We're going to use this turn to revive Vigoroth. Oh. Oh. Rude. Super rude. We thought the Paralyze was going to lock it out, but it didn't. I think it's running out of moves, though. Okay, I'm gonna be less than smart here. I'm gonna put out Swampert. It's gotta be running out of Ice Beam at this rate. Well, one would think. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we can survive quite a few Ice Beam hits. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on it, though. I mean, I lost Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Ages, Pokemon Emerald, Advanced Wars. There was a number of games that I'd lost, and I've worked toward replacing some of those. Like Advanced Wars, they are releasing a 1 and 2 anthology, but due to socio-political issues, they're not releasing it on time, which is totally understandable. And after this fight, we're gonna have to call the stream because this thing has just been drug out so horribly long. Oh my gosh! All right, out of confusion, Earthquake, missed the attack. Oh. We just need to, like, Earthquake this thing twice. Two Earthquakes, that's all I ask. 2 Earthquakes. Maybe 5. I don't know how much damage it's going to do. It did considerable. That was dumb. I shouldn't have went for that. We're about to KO ourselves here. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna put Manectric out. Thunderbolt and hope for the best. Thunderbolt and hope for the best. No. No. Oh. Oh, we went for the really, really bad play. Alright. Maybe Milotic's going to be our Pokemon here. Because now, ooh, I think we just got the green light. I think Milotic is going to be able to survive just about every hit that Kingdra throws at us. And we have a chance, not a big chance, but a chance of freezing Kingdra. Alright. We can take another water pulse and another confusion hit. So bag, potion. We came here with 30 hyper potions. Alright, if we can only capitalize on this and not be alright, so let's just all we have to do is fight through all of the sleep, all of the confusion, all of the evasiveness, all of the wall stall we have coming over here, and just break through. And we're just not going to get there. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're going to have to bring... Is it sleeping right now? No, okay. So I figured out what we got to do. I know what we got to do next time it goes to sleep. There he goes. Its HP's full though. Okay, so we have to. It's full. Well, that means it's either getting close to having to use struggle. All right. So, it's in struggle mode at this point. Oh my gosh. I'm banking on the fact this thing is out of every single other move except for rest. That's either a fact or just really, really wishful thinking. If we can hit this thing with Leech Seed... Please don't Ice Beam us. Please don't Ice Beam us. I think it's totally out of Ice Beams, and I think it's totally out of Water Pulses. I think all it has now... I think all it can do is try to evade us. Oh. Well, this will be beautiful. It's a race. Can it use all of its attacks? It really only has its defensive attacks now. This is so funny. This is so sad and it's so funny. This is actually quite epic in the like slowest sense ever. If we can hit this thing with Thunderbolt... Oh! Please put it out of our misery. Oh, no. No! Leech Seed won't get it either. Okay. We'll put Milotic back out. So this Pokemon has no offensive attacks left. Period. It is not a question of if at this point. It's a matter of when. When will we win? And that's so they use the Hyper Potion. So they only get like 2 per fight. I don't have to revive here. I don't have to do much actually. At this point, all I gotta do is just keep Pokemon in battle. And just basically Use Leech Seed to replenish all of the Pokemon health that we have. You had that kind of barrel with Cynthia and Pokemon Diamond. I've actually not played Diamond and Pearl. I've got a borrowed copy from a friend. And on DS, actually. Actually, we just looked at my DS and I have Soul Silver in there right now. But yeah, Diamond and Pearl looks fun. This is a knockdown drag out fight though. Like, I missed the whole entire Manephi everything. Alright. And just in case something goes awry, like, I can still technically lose this fight, which is the sad part. I can still lose. It would be very, very disappointing. I can try to hit this thing. Oh! Somebody found the Korok! Who found the Korok? I can't see the name there. I'll have to go look it up real quick. Who was that just gave us some cool stuff? Why did my Streamlabs lock me out? 1 second, Turtle Club. We will defeat this tyrant while this... Hey, Colin! Oh, thank you, man. Really appreciate that. Guys, get a hashtag Colin going in chat. Thank you for the donation there, sir. Alright, we were swapping out to Vigoroth. So we could actually still lose this fight. It would be very difficult, but still possible, because Struggle will actually do a lot of damage to us. We could win if we had a Ghost, because Struggle would never hit us. Oh my gosh, all the experience, all the experience, all the XPs. I think everybody actually got involved in that fight. Oh my god. Perhaps I should loan you my outfit. Hey. Boom. Look at that. Rain badge. And Shroomish, no. Shroomish, it is not your time to shine, buddy. It's not your time to shine. Boom, 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 boom. TMO3, is this Water Pulse? Yep. Water Pulse is a nasty move. Alright, so at this point, this is funny, right? Because we beat the gym, we went through the puzzle, and we made our way to this guy. But if we step on this, we fall. These are, if we had lost any of these puzzles coming up here, we would have had to fight all those trainers coming up. We wouldn't have had any of the gusto. Well, let's check our trainer card. Boom. Looks like 8 badges. Turtle Club, that means we have some storyline to go through. And after that, we have the Elite Four. So we have Rayquaza, we have, I think Groudon and Kyogre are post-game. But we have to go catch ol', as Derek calls him, Ray Ray. But oh my gosh, that was a fight for the ages. That was a fight for the ages. Turtle Club, it is past time for me to be calling it quits and head to bed. But we were in such an epic fight, we had to let it go. We had to go through. Colin, thank you once again for your donation. That was amazing of you. Really appreciate it. Princessa, thank you for popping in. Good to see you. Slacky Moo, thank you for kind of commiserating with me on that barrel there. And, you know, whew. And as always, Shadow, the Supreme Lurker, thank you for being in here with the rest of the Lurk Squad. I always appreciate that, sir. And excellent moderating job for my moderating team today. Other than that, Turtle Club, I'm gonna have myself a good night. I'm gonna go to bed, and it's Wednesday. No, it's not. Boy, I'm tired. It's Monday. The week just started, so we still got 2 streams for Zelda. This Friday there may not be a stream because we have an electrician coming, so we'll have to see how that goes. They're supposed to be here sometime Friday, so you know, to each their own. Yeah, you guys have a good breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one.